We've gone through the fundamentals. We are on chapter 5, and now we're going to start analyzing basically the body language and the refinement. This is posing 201 content. This is the stuff that as we get into our challenges, we have our 15-second shoot challenges, 20-second shoot challenges. I'm expecting all of you guys to find and point out these different issues as we go through and we shoot. So let's go ahead and dive in to body language. And the first thing I want to talk about is this is that concept of if it doesn't look right, it probably isn't, right? Body language, just remember that if it doesn't look right, it's because some form of your body language is not matching your expression or the story you're trying to convey. This is where Jonathan asked that question about, well, can we do that styled portrait for the bride and the groom? Absolutely, if it's a styled portrait. If you're trying to make something look natural, then we need to follow the body language and all the different kind of components to make the story match the expression and so forth. So we're going to start from the top with the 3-point check. This is one of my favorite little pieces of information that I actually picked up from Roberto Valenzuela's guide on picture perfect posing. It's one of what I would consider the ultimate field guide for posing and understanding nuances. He wrote this so well that I felt like I didn't need to write it any other way. We're just going to reference it because this is such a great way of understanding the feel an image is going to carry to the viewer. And it's based on a 3-point check. And what we're going to do is we're going to use a couple different models to demo this. For my single models, I want to have Brandon come up real quick just to demo this. And then we're going to bring Caitlin and Kevin up in just a second to do it as well. So what the 3-point check basically states is we have our eyes, we have our chin and our nose, and we have our chest or collarbone. Okay, so let's just say chest, nose, and eyes. Those are our 3 points. Depending on how many of these are facing into the camera defines the look and feel of an image. So for example, pick up your camera. On this shot, I want all 3 of these things. So you're gonna have Brandon look directly at you. Let's go ahead and, Brandon, let's put one hand in the pocket. Let's do all the same posing things that we did just a minute ago. Take a breath in, expand the chest, look into the camera, chin to the light a little bit. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and switch this over. There we go. Okay, so all 3 points, eyes, nose, and chest are into the camera. So this is going to feel like a traditional portrait. That is what it is. But as soon as we take away some of those points, like let's say we take away the eyes and the nose. So Brandon, now you're going to be looking towards that direction and down at the ground. Okay, we're now taking away his eyes and his nose. They're now pointing away, but his chest is going directly into the camera. Go ahead and take that shot. Take one full length, and then Joe, do one from the thigh up.
Yep. 1, 2.
Now the emphasis of this photograph should have changed. It feels more like a fashion portrait, does it not? And when you look at it close up, does it not feel like a fashion portrait? Does it not feel like something that's focused on his attire? Why? Yeah. We took his eyes away from the image, right? And if we wanted to create something completely candid, so there's still some intention in this photograph, right? With the chest pointing into the camera, there's still a sort of an awareness of he knows he's being photographed despite his kind of looking off to the camera. But if we wanted to create a simulated candid, we could subtract all 3 of these points. Now turn your chest towards the light. There you go. And look down to the ground, and take this shot. And this shot's gonna be missing one key factor. Tell me what that key factor is. What is it missing now to being a complete candid portrait? An action, or an expression, a smile, right? So now, once we have subtracted all 3 points, you can say do that same thing, look away from the camera, there you go, look down to that side, go ahead and get ready to take the portrait, and Joe, bust out one of your cues to get him cracking up.
Don't look at me, buddy. Don't look at me. Easy peasy.
Okay, almost, and then he looked into the camera on that one, which would still be a fantastic portrait, right? Him looking in the camera right there. But now, is there not, with the eyes and the nose is going to the camera, there's now an awareness of the shot, okay? Do it one more time without looking into the camera, get that laugh going.
Brought my stretchy pants.
There you go. Brought my stretchy pants. Fantastic. What? Now, does that not feel 100% candid?
Right.
So we've just stacked up several different things to make an image feel candid. We've taken away all 3 points, and we get to that. Now, glancing back at this, it's kind of interesting because if you look at this portrait right here, what is this portrait saying? We've subtracted the chest out, but we have the eyes and partially the nose coming into the camera. What is the feeling of this?
Genuine and relaxed.
Yes, genuine, relaxed, maybe not really there to take a picture, but happening to know that the camera is there and having like a kind of sense of like comfort there, right? It absolutely has that. Sean, did you have?
It just looks like you caught his glance from across the room or something.
Yeah, Sean says it feels like we caught his glance from across the room. That's absolutely how it feels. Like he could have been doing something and happened to look across and seeing the viewer, right? So this 3-point check is such a great way for us to be able to put together the exact story and expression that we want. Okay, are we wanting to feature the clothing? Then let's give it the chest. Are we wanting to make it feel 100% candid? Let's take all 3 points away. So, I want to show you guys a couple slides. As an example, Brandon, you're good. You can go ahead and take a seat. In this shot, we have all 3 points on both. One single connection point in the center. It's a very whimsical, intentional, deliberate portrait. This shot, 1 point, candid portrait. It feels candid, it feels in the moment, but there's kind of a intentionalness to it, which is their chests are facing the camera. It could be a great, like this could be a great advertisement for whatever clothing company made these clothes. I don't know. Wrangler? Buy them jeans. Like these are like sick jeans, dude. They'll make you be able to get these hot chicks, even if you're European, because this guy's actually European. Actually, the European guys get all the chicks, don't they? Boo. Okay, 0 point candid. They are now completely closed against each other. Eyes, nose, everything has been taken away from the camera, and we have that 100% candid feel. So let's go ahead and bring Caitlin and Kevin up. We're gonna do this exact same thing, but with now a couple in frame. So, Caitlin, my dear, do you have a side that you prefer? Left? So you like being on, left side? Okay, got it, that's perfect. So what I'm gonna have you do is, watch this. Let's create an image that's about Caitlin that happens to feature Kevin, but it's about Caitlin. So Caitlin, I'm gonna have you stand right in the, are they in the center? Okay. Kevin, you're gonna square up to the camera. There you go. Caitlin, I want you to hug onto his arm. I want your chest to be going straight to the camera. Hug on with both hands. Perfect. What I want you to do is you're gonna look right into that camera right there, okay? Now, Joe, I want you to go, let's go with a semi-tight crop. Like, let's go from thighs and up. So, Caitlin, you're gonna look to there. Kevin, you're gonna look towards Caitlin and lean into her a little bit. And say something, Kevin, that's gonna make her laugh. Whisper it right into her ear. Okay. Did you do that as a portrait or landscape? Oh, I'm not in Lightroom. Can you do it as a landscape real quick too?
Whisper.
And Caitlin, I want you to lean into Kevin a little bit more so you're not leaning away from him.
Do it this way. Don't do it this way. Just do it like that. There we go.
Okay. So she has this kind of like leaning away from him look, which, there we go. So did we not just do that? We just created a portrait that is featuring her. It's all about her. It also happens to feature Kevin, but we gave it an emphasis, and all we did was basically the 3 points. So we gave all 3 points to Caitlin. We gave 1 to Kevin, and that was it. Now watch this. Let's make this completely, let's make it semi-candid. So what we're gonna do is, Kevin, you're gonna turn in a little bit. Your eyes are gonna come down to this side. There you go. Caitlin, you're gonna hug onto his arm. There you go. Bring both hands kind of closer to each other. There you go. And I want you to lean into him, and I want your eyes to kind of come down to this side. Perfect. And then, Caitlin, brush your hair back so we can see the face. Perfect. By the way, our light would be on the opposite side since, yeah. Our light, well, yeah, she likes that side, so we're just going to do that.
There we go. Ready? 1, 2.
If we have a reflector, do you want to give me a reflector? And I'll just push a little light back so we have it. Okay. Does this not have more of that candid feel to it now? Where we took away her chest, eyes, and everything like that, but what is it missing to make it sold? It's the action again. Like the action, it needs that action. So Joe, bust out something you got.
Yeah.
And let's get a little bit of light, or what we can do actually is just push them a little bit more into this light and then open you guys up to that light a little bit more. So Joe, if you can shoot it from the side a little bit more, and then we'll get a little more light on her. Give them a, so finish up this shot by giving them an action. Kevin, why don't you let your right hand just hang on the side? And Caitlin, I want you to hug into him kind of flirty-like, and then do whatever Joe's about to say to do.
Okay. Leaning in. Nose breathing into each other. Nose breathe.
Nose breathe. Nose breathe into each other. What is that? Nose breathe into each other. Okay. Is it not far more sold now? We've got it. Okay. So 3 points, and then sell it with the expression. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and cut here. Let's go into the next video.